Our final athlete on this episode is Abbie Conway. Abbie, this is your first time on the show. It seems like we have a lot of newcomers here. First of all, where are you from?
I'm from Wigan in the UK, England.
Where is that specifically in the UK?
So it's kind of like located between Liverpool and Manchester. It's like 40 minutes from each, both way. Yeah.
Because I'm not very well versed in geography of there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to talk to another person from around close to the same area, Matthew. And he was talking a little bit how the sports are completely different from the U.S. Tell me a little bit, like, what's the difference between UK soccer or football and U.S. soccer?
I mean, it's kind of the same in the youth levels, but when you start to get older, like when I hit 16, I got recruited for like the women's open age team, and that can range from like 18-year-olds to like 30-year-olds. So it's kind of a lot more experience with the older kids, so it's a little bit tougher, and the referees are different, so the tackles are harder. It's a bit more like fierce than it is here, but I like it better here than I do there.
What did you learn from that time playing in that open age league?
Just to be like strong, not just like physically, because obviously there's going to be girls sometimes that are stronger than you, but just to have the mindset to win, and like you can overcome them even if they might be a little bit better than you. And our team in England was a young team really, so when we was coming up against like strong teams, it was all about kind of mindset, and I think that's something I learned to have.
So what drew you over from the UK to the US?
I've always loved to travel. That was a big thing. And a guy came into my college, he kind of was offering like, oh, you can go and study and do your sport. And it just changed everything for me, because I've never really had like a clear set path. So when he came, I was like, yeah, that's something I'm going to want to do. And I did.
So you didn't actually start out in Indiana. You started in Kansas at a college.
Yes.
What was that college?
It's called Cloud County. Yeah, you've probably not heard of it. It
No,
is literally in the middle of nowhere.
But how long did you play there?
2 years, so freshman and sophomore year.
And then you transferred to IU East. This is your
Yes.
first semester. It's a pretty interesting semester to start out with.
Yes, definitely.
Tell me a little bit about the season so far. What'd you think of it?
I really enjoyed it. Like, it was a complete change from the team I used to be on, and I think we did really well. The one thing that I like is that we're still building something, like it's a new program, and I think being able to kind of create something with like a bunch of girls that are just so great, it's just really like good to be a part of, definitely.
Was it difficult transitioning from the college all the way in Kansas to IU East? Was it easy to fit in with everybody?
I mean, I think so. I mean, definitely more than Kansas, because my team there was all international, and a lot of them didn't speak English.
Oh.
So coming to everyone who could like speak my own language was great. But I had both fun on both teams.
What's always kind of funny is when I was doing the broadcast, there was Brooke Conway and Abbie Conway. You guys don't have any relation to
not
one
at all.
another.
Not at all.
But did you get to make any friends just from this experience?
Yeah, I've got a lot of great friends. I like all of the girls on the team, but I've got some close ones that are definitely going to be part of my life for a long time.
And with that too, what major are you currently?
I'm doing psychology with a minor in neuroscience.
It's pretty fancy.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you want to do with that when you graduate?
I'm not sure at the moment. I'd like to travel a little bit more and get some experience of like the US especially. I'm actually might pick up a minor in coaching as well, and I might take a coaching job somewhere. I'd like to do that at like a university, but then further down the line, probably something with psychology, sports psychology.
So soccer has made a pretty big impact on your
Yes,
life, you'd say.
Definitely.
You mentioned you really like traveling, and you've been to the UK and the US. Is there any other places you've been to?
Well, I was lucky enough to go on a lot of cruises with my family, so we travelled a lot of Europe. So I've seen the likes of Greece, Italy, France, all of those places. I've been to a lot. I've been very lucky.
Is there one place in particular you really want to see that you haven't seen?
I'd love to go to Thailand.
Oh.
Yeah, a bit out of the US, but
Yeah.
that's definitely one place I need to check off my bucket list.
Now, from all those experiences, from all of those places you've seen, is there one that really just stands out to you that you have in your mind?
There was a place in Italy called Florence that was just beautiful, and Santorini in Greece. One, I always said, "Oh, I'm going to get married there." That was one. It was beautiful. Yeah.
And from all that traveling and moving around the globe, I'm sure your parents and your family are probably missing you. Oh, How supportive have they been in all of this?
Amazing, really amazing. They're my #1 fan. They've watched every game, stayed up, because they're 5 hours time difference, but they stay up to watch every game. And my parents, they flew out here. They've come to the States maybe 4 times since I've been here. So they're very, very supportive.
So finally, with all that support, with hopefully the major and all those things you plan to do coming up, do you have any tips for international athletes coming here to the States?
Just to embrace all of it. Like, it's such an amazing experience. Just say yes to everything, and you're going to meet so many great people. Just enjoy it while it lasts, definitely.
Well, thank you so much, Abbie, for being on the show. Your first time ever. Hopefully it wasn't too scary.
No, it was okay.
And good luck with the rest of your life and what you planned on doing. And
Thank
congratulations on the great soccer season.
Yes, thank
Hopefully
you so
you'll get to play
much.
one more year as well.
I hope so.
Hopefully we can win another, conference championship
Oh,
too.
I hope so.
That'll conclude it for this episode of Inside IUE Sports. I'm your host, Travis Lang, and we'll see you in the next episode.